This is not a test.
Yeah, man.
How we fight that?
I think um I think a lot of this is mental, man. Going
It's
back
all,
to uh,
it's all mental until you allow it to become
right,
physical. Perception is everything, right?
right, and I think that's why conversations like these are important in order to expand our perception, in order to you know uh, help us to expound our mentality, our, our insight, the better visual of what's going on. And I think that that's what's going to pull us through all of this, man. Is our mental energy and how we respond to a lot of this on the mental plane. 'Cause even though they hold power in the physical, I don't look at them as being all powerful because in any form of combat, every opponent has some type of weakness that can be exploited. So what's theirs? That's why I
Greed.
keep right. Greed and desperation makes them drunk off their own power,
Mm-hmm.
foolish, sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
Sonny Liston was looked at as a beast. Ali came along and made him look sloppy.
They look like a lamb.
You know what I mean? And that had everything to do with Ali's training and his approach, especially his mental exploits.
That's how you got Sonny. You beat him in the head first.
Before they even stepped in the ring.
You're already defeated.
So, I don't look at them as all powerful, even though this is a complex maze that we're in. I think that's part of it for us as gods.
Yeah.
And I think, as we always talked about, man, the solution is within us. And a lot of the solutions can be found within the problem itself.
Well, that's the true vaccine. The true vaccine.
And sometimes the enemy is in the me.
Huh.
We grow stronger. Obviously, we know we grow stronger through our own personal disciplines and focus. So when there's a lack thereof, obviously that makes us more vulnerable to attack. And so the burden is on us to reclaim our righteousness, because I think that that's what's at stake. Those are the areas where I see, as black men, we seem to where we're being defeated the most is when they're able to steal away our righteousness or our innocence. I think that that's what we're working to preserve. That's what we take for granted oftentimes.
Yeah. I think a lot of it's suppressed, because a lot of it's just not taught. We're not taught about our greatness. We're not taught about how great we are, and how beautiful we are, and how dynamic and powerful and outstanding, you know, of a people that we've always been, even through darkest holocaust known to humanity, right? Would be the African slave trade, right? It's outlasted every other holocaust, and the numbers are far greater. Not to diminish, not to well, maybe they're not. We talk about that Native American that indigenous Holocaust that I put that right one and the same with slavery. Um, man, I lost my train of thought real quick. So how do we begin to, I guess, awaken the people?
At this stage, I think I think that starts with awakening ourselves.
Yeah, but we already did that.
So we think. And that's the added piece that I'm starting to realize now. You know, my awakening isn't past tense.
Oh no, not at all.
It's an everyday struggle.
Get up every day, right?
And that seems to be where I have the biggest influence on others. The more I train and cultivate my own awakening, automatically that becomes more powerful in the interest of waking up other people. The more I focus on waking up other people, and the less I'm focused on investing that energy into myself. So as selfish as that might sound, in a weird way, that's actually a solution.
Yeah. That's a slow grind, baby. That's a long journey.
It is.
I don't know if the time is going to be that. Well, of course it will, but I don't know, and I don't know how kind time is going to be to us in that as
But
people. Let's say us.
yeah, I mean that's where the metaphysical aspect of it opens up because
Okay.
now we operating on a different type time
Right. I
once
got
you
you.
start dealing with that science.
I got you. You know, Captain America was going for 50 years, came back, it was 5 minutes. I get it. The time space continuum.
You know, depending on your activities and what you're doing in your environment, time can pass slow, it can pass fast, it can seem like it don't pass at all, just based on how
Bear,
you moving in the space you in.
I bear witness to that. That was a sloppy metaphor I used when I said Captain America left for 50 years, came back 5 minutes later.
Right.
You know,
So I really, I think that's the number one agenda, and a lot of us are on that. See, innately, a lot of people are on that.
yeah, more than they're talked about, more than are given credit.
It's always been that way. You know what I mean, that's what I say. Like, even though the black community got a reputation for being the hood and selling dope and killing, that was never the majority. That was never the majority of the neighborhood.
Yeah, I can't remember what I was watching, man, but it spoke to just that and how those numbers are used to a detriment against us. You know, they take the worst and elevate it into the highest position, and they kind of try to make that the norm, or at least optically, that's the norm. So you look at them, five people acting the ass. You got 5,000 over here that's on point. You want to keep, the focus on the five that are acting the ass, right? That's kind of the narrative that they want to push. It would appear.
Right. So, as grim as our situation is, man, I think I definitely agree that there's power in the people, power in us on a personal level. And even though we don't see it, there's power in us on the collective level. And a lot of this is happening regardless, innately.
This is an emergency broadcast. In the event you start showing your ass, the bags moving too fast for cash, doing too much too fast. They say the last will be first and the first will be last.